Let me guess, you want to know whether or not to fly Spirit or Frontier on your upcoming journey. While you may not be excited, Frontier and Spirit can actually be a great choice when you need to get across the country on a budget. In this video, I compare my two recent flights on Spirit and Frontier, diving into each airline's specific service and amenities. If you want to see detailed comparisons between the two airlines' products, as well as an ultimate decision between both airlines, stay tuned until the end. This comparison is part 3 of my series comparing two of the largest low-cost carriers in the States. If you want to watch each specific flight review in turn, make sure to check the card in the top right of your screen. Anyways, in order to fairly compare both airlines, I'll go over several categories that set low-cost airlines apart. Firstly, one of the biggest considerations with a low-cost airline is the baggage allowance policy. Both Spirit and Frontier only allow for a small personal item for free, with carry-ons and checked luggage costing extra, ranging from $39 to $79 per item. Both airlines vary in their enforcement of what a personal item is, but both airlines are notorious for their strict baggage size policies. Be prepared to pay extra if your personal item is even a couple inches too large. In the luggage category, both airlines are similar. Before I move into the in-flight product of both airlines, make sure to consider subscribing to my channel. I've got some incredible new flight reviews in the works, including a comparison of first class between two major US airlines. Both Frontier and Spirit make heavy use of Airbus A320 line jets. For both of my flights, A320 jets were in use. Frontier and Spirit offer a very similar pitch and width on most of their basic economy configured jets. The seat design is also similar, with no recline or much padding at all. Both airlines offer individual air vents, but there is no universal power outlet to be found. The legroom, especially for someone my length, is very poor, which is, to be expected. The only noticeable difference between the seats is the poor construction of Spirit Airlines' seat back pocket, which feels like a couple of wires strung together. Besides that, even the small, poorly constructed tray tables are similar. There isn't really anything to differentiate the two. So far, both airlines are about identical. The first aspect, however, that does have a difference is the in-flight service. Spirit Airlines does not offer any complimentary service, not even water. If you need water, you'll have to pay for it. Frontier, on the other hand, does offer complimentary water upon request. Not a huge difference, but in this tight race, the little things can matter. Every time I fly Spirit, I know I've got to buy a water bottle in the airport before I board, because I don't want to pay the ridiculous in-flight price for water. Besides that small difference, both airlines are essentially the same on the service side, with snacks available for purchase. One other difference, which may be more significant for some, is the lack of Wi-Fi on any Frontier flights. Spirit offers Wi-Fi for purchase, while Frontier has not put Wi-Fi in any single flight. A significant portion of what might affect your choice may be the specific route in question. Frontier is based out of Denver, and a lot of their flights are centered around the West and the central US. Spirit, on the other hand, are based out of South Florida and have a lot of flights to popular vacation sites in the Caribbean and East Coast. If you can't find a nonstop flight, both airlines usually offer long layover flights that many times include overnight stays at airports in order to bring the ticket price down. Always choose the best non-stop flight, as with these two airlines, non-stop is a clear advantage over having the risk of further delays with connections. Many times, even a combination of Spirit and Frontier flights as a connection can lead to the best deals, so always be on the lookout for good prices on every specific leg of your journey. Both airlines struggle with their on-time percentage, with Spirit, at least recently, seeming slightly more on time. Have you had any recent experiences with either airline that was late? Let me know in the comments below. On the same note, both airlines do not offer any in-person customer service without a charge. In order to speak to an associate or even print a boarding pass, there is an additional fee. You are, of course, provided a digital boarding pass for free. As far as in-flight customer service, both airlines are comparable, with flight attendants cracking a lot of jokes and seeming, in general, enthusiastic about their job. While every flight will be different, in my several flights with both airlines, Frontier flight attendants have been slightly more attentive, which might just be that they actually do have some type of free service. As you'll usually have a different crew on each flight, I can't conclusively say which service is superior. Before I break down which airline I believe to be superior, please also consider giving this video a like. Each like helps this video reach a greater audience. Anyways, just to clarify, these opinions are my own and are entirely subjective as they are based on personal experiences rather than comprehensive data. That being said, this comparison was extremely hard to do. Both airlines are basically identical in their business model with similar service and amenities. However, I do have two specific recommendations to make when booking your next low-cost flight. If you need Wi-Fi during your flight, it's a no-brainer. Pick Spirit, as they are the clear winner in that category. But if you don't need Wi-Fi and just want to enjoy a flight, including a slightly more personalized service and a slightly better cabin quality, your choice, more often than not, should be Frontier Airlines. Again, these recommendations can vary, my experiences may be different than yours, but in general, I have found Frontier Airlines to offer a slightly better economy product as far as seat quality and in-flight service. What do you think? Are your experiences similar? Does Frontier seem slightly better in their in-flight service to you? Let me know your experience in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this content and want to support it in a more personal way, consider becoming a channel member. For just 99 cents, you can get behind the scenes access as well as extra content and access to my Discord server. If that's not for you, just hit that subscribe button down below. Again, let me know if you enjoy this type of comparison. I've got more similar comparisons on the way. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next.